What's going on, guys? It's Mordred Special here, and welcome to my introduction to newcomers of Pokemon Adventures. It'll be an information-packed video with a bunch of things you need to know about the series, so I hope you enjoy. Pokemon is the highest-grossing media franchise of all time. From video games to cards to movies, Pokemon has taken the world by storm, but there might be a part that some people don't know about. On March 3rd, 1997, the first volume of Pokemon Special, or Pokemon Adventures, was released in Japan. Written by Hidenori Kusaka and first illustrated by Mato, soon taken over by Satoshi Yamamoto. In Japan, it skyrocketed in popularity, and it was a fun and exciting spin on the games. It's a whole new story that you can't experience just by playing the games, and people often call it dark for its more serious moments. The first three main characters you're introduced to are Red, Blue, and Green. Red is a Pokemon trainer based off, well, the character you play as in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. He's an aspiring Pokemon trainer whose goal is to complete the Pokédex and defeat the gym challenges to become the champion. He later meets his rival, Blue Oak, who is more serious and tougher than him. His goal is to also complete the Pokédex and complete the gym challenge. We later meet Green, who's our third Pokédex holder, and is a mischievous thief who actually stole her starter Pokemon, Squirtle. They all have distinct personalities, and each have a fun aspect about them, making them fun to learn about throughout their adventures. There's even a separate character that comes to the story called Yellow, representing the Pokemon Yellow games. As for the evil organization, Team Rocket is a bit different in the manga. Some of the executives of Team Rocket are actually gym leaders, making the story much more expansive and different compared to the games. Not only does the manga create stories based off the first three Pokemon games, but it covers newer titles like Sword and Shield, and even surprisingly, Pokemon Black and White 2 is a fan favorite and still being made today. Although it may not be being produced at a consistent rate, it's nice to see that they still care about the story and its fans, even though the Black and White game series came out in the early 2010s. I personally think that the Pokemon manga is extremely underrated, being the lowest grossing part of the franchise in the United States. Now that you know a little bit about the Pokemon manga, I'd like to talk about the books that are completely different to the Pokemon Adventures lines of books, and have no correlation to them whatsoever. There are tons of manga spin-offs, such as manga based off the anime, movies, fun comic strips, and other games in the Pokemon series. For example, there's a series about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventure is a series of books that are counted as spin-offs by fans, not to get it confused with Pokemon Adventures Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum though. First off, I just want to say, do not pick a random part of the story to try, even if it does say number 1. If you truly want to get the full experience of Pokemon Adventures, get this one. It's the first one in the series, and is the true beginning of the story. There are 7 books in the Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow arc, 7 books in the Gold, Silver, and Crystal arc, 8 books in the Ruby and Sapphire arc, 3 books in the Fire Red and Leaf Green arc, and 4 books in the Emerald arc. Now, this is where it gets confusing. All the books I just mentioned are a story that is connected with each other, somehow. The Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum arcs are sort of connected, but are still a great part of the manga series. It may say that Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum is the first book in that part of the series, but it's actually book number 30. The other game series kind of goes off into its own sagas once it hits Black and White, meaning they will all claim that they are the first book. This applies to Black and White 2, X and Y, and Sun and Moon, who all have their own new stories. If you don't know where to find the English release of Pokemon Adventures, you should be able to find it at your local bookstore. If it is not at your local bookstore, and you'd rather order it, you can find them on websites found in the description below. Some online versions of the books that you can purchase are in box sets instead of buying them individually. This is one of the easiest ways to collect the series. Most box sets are divided by games or regions, and mainly all box sets come with 7 to 8 volumes, besides Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, which comes with a whopping 11. There is a Black and White collection with 3 box sets, but it is extremely hard to come across, and doesn't even show up on the Viz website, which is the publisher of the English versions of the books. If you want to buy the Black and White box sets, you'll need to spend some serious amounts of money. Now there are some non-legal ways to read them online, but if you wanted to experience in the most authentic way, I recommend purchasing the Black and White books individually. There is one more simpler and newer way to experience the Pokemon Adventures manga, and it's in the form of 3 books all packed into one. The Pokemon Adventures Collector's Edition is coming soon, and not at the time of this video recording, but it is planned to have 10 books completing the first original story of Pokemon Adventures in a compact format. In the description, I'm going to put a link to pre-order it. I hope I inspired some people to try out the series, continue it, or pick up a book at all. Pokemon Adventures is a golden part of the company's legacy, which is forgotten by people in the US and elsewhere, so I hope I put some light on it.